I'm Kathy Ray. I'm the mayor of the city of Paris, Tennessee, and you are watching Good Day Paris.
Welcome to Good Day Paris. Thank you so much for tuning in. What an incredible evening we have in store for you. Joining us here are some of the folks of the wonderful stand-up comedy team, the Comic Invasion, coming to Paris, Tennessee and performing at the Capex Center at 7:30 Saturday, September 30th. That's this weekend. That's right. I have Jeff Batts and Rhonda Stanton up first here in the Good Day Paris studio with me. And there's a lot going on here tonight because we also have Geri Boyd of MeVsMe here to share her struggle, story, and so much more with us. So we won't delay in getting started. But first, if you have a special event that you'd like posted here on Good Day Paris, or if you'd like to leave a comment or suggestion, please be sure to send us an email at gooddayparistn@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you. And also, sign up for our newsletter by visiting myparistv.com and stay informed about upcoming shows, events, and other news. Thank you for your support and donations. We really appreciate that. And without any further ado, take a look at this.
The Comic Invasion is landing in Paris, Tennessee, Saturday night, September 30th at the Capex Theater, filming for the syndicated television series Comic Invasion. 5 national touring comedians be a part of the live studio audience at the Kreider Center in Paris.
I hate being sore. I'm sore all the time. I'm starting to pee standing up because I'm not doing another squat, okay?
I cannot believe you would do this to children. Children are angels, they're not animals. And like right behind her, my son was going through her purse.
NASCAR, I love it, so should you. Okay, here is why. Okay, all right, see there's 4 wheels on this old bitch.
I think the best sports team name in the world, maybe, right, is the Centralia Orphans. Because can you imagine the coaches of the other team trying to get their team fired up? Like, go out there and kill them orphans. We're gonna stop some orphan ass. And then we're going after the handicap. Comic Invasion Live, Saturday, September 30th. Click the link below to get your tickets now.
Wow, well that was something. So please welcome in our special guest for tonight, Jeff Batts from Benton, Illinois, and Rhonda Stanton from right here in Paris. Welcome to Good Day Paris, and welcome back on the Good Day Paris set.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Hey, y'all.
Yes, and yes, this is your first time here, and this is also exciting. Let me just tell our folks who are watching a little bit about you, Jeff. So
Okay.
Jeff Batts is from Benton, Illinois, and he's described as pure comic energy. Batts builds larger-than-life characters who come to life and often leap off the stage and to the customer's table.
It happens. Beware.
We're going to be looking forward to that. And
You
Batts,
don't know what's gonna happen when I get on stage. I don't even know exactly what I'm gonna do. I just have way too much energy than a man my age should have. And that's I'm not here. There's no drug use or anything like that. Anything like that. Just I just enjoy. I enjoy what I do, and it shows. And the audience is they never know what's going to happen, and that's what I think is what makes it different.
well, we're going to hold you to it. We want to see that when we come out on Saturday. I know I'll be there. And you've performed in acts and clubs across the country, and you've toured with Charlie Daniels. That's very impressive. His band and Weird Al Yankovic. Now that had to be fun, okay? Among others.
Among others.
Yes. So it's going to be your whole team, and it's all happening at the Kreider, and Rhonda's going to unlock the door and let you in.
I will do that. I will.
Let us out the cold, yeah. The Kreider is a beautiful theater. I was there a week ago. What a beautiful theater. It's an honor to go and get that stage. And they've had a lot of really strong comedians and other performers there. So we're honored to be there. And I've got 4 great national trained comedians that are with me on these episodes that we're filming. First on Friday night, we're going to be in Paducah, and then Saturday night in Paris. Be filming all day long around town, and then we film our performance that night, and that's what makes up the TV show Comic Invasion. So we call what we're doing Saturday night, we call that Comic Invasion Live. And so it's fun. So you can be a part of the studio audience and come out and see all the crazy antics. And the other 4 comedians are national touring headliners and feature acts, and they're really great.
Awesome. And you'll have a couple different people with you. Let's see. You'll have Ellie Kirchhoffer, Will McKenzie, Mandy Kelvey, and Mike Fields. So that's your 5 different people that are going to rock Paris.
That's right. Coming to the Kreider Center. Be there, be there, be there. Yeah.
There's your radio voice showing up just in time.
I've seen all those comics. I've worked with all 4 of them, and they're all very, very funny and different, unique in their own way. And a couple of them are younger, and it's kind of fun and exciting. I'm excited about having female voices because that's something that's a little different. It's a male-dominated thing, which I'm glad to see that a lot more females are getting in there. Some of the funniest people in America are some of the female comics that are coming up right now that I enjoy watching, like, Leanne Morgan, who's my favorite comic right now on the internet. I've been following her quite a bit. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Really cool. Yeah.
Well, we look forward to this so much. And so you're managing it there.
Right.
Yes.
We're looking forward to Saturday all day long because the comedians are landing in Paris on Saturday morning.
10 a.m. at the beer contest.
We have a number of events downtown on Saturday.
Yes.
And so not only are those events happening, but the comedians are going to get to interact and enjoy some of those
Oh my goodness,
things.
how much fun is that going to be?
Yeah.
Did she say interrupt or interact?
Interrupt, interact.
All of the above. Well, that is going to be so much fun. I know it. So you're going to be coming and filming in some select locations around Paris, so that's pretty cool.
Right,
and,
the bicentennial is going on. We're going to be at the Bicentennial Row. They've got a whole street dedicated to the bicentennial.
Yes.
And then we'll be up on the square for arts around the square. We're going to be there. And then at the cemetery for all the ghoulish shenanigans going on at the cemetery that afternoon too. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That is going to be fun. I'm looking so forward to that, and we will be there. That's for sure.
Yes, come on out.
So let's see. So it's going to be like a 2-hour show, and all the superheroes of Kentucky and Tennessee are going to be out, and team members for the Comic Invasion live, like you said. So that'll be a live thing happening. And I understand that people can get their tickets, and they're on sale now at the KreiderCenter.com, right? And they can just show up at the Kreider Center and get their tickets.
Either way, you can get tickets at KreiderPAC.com. KreiderCenter.com will take you there, but tickets will also be available at the door.
Oh, at the door as well. Oh,
yes.
Okay, great. How many does it seat there?
600.
600. Let's fill up those chairs because we want to have some fun and show up. We want Paris and Henry County to show up for this and make it really a lot of fun. So what is the difference between standard, like the $25 and the $18 ticket? Can you share that with me?
So the preferred seating is closer to the front. Of course, you're closer to the action and all that's going on stage, and you're probably also closer to the filming.
Oh, okay.
So, the studio,
there you go.
We're sort of the studio audience.
And we'll have like a meeting, the people that in the preferred VIP can meet and greet and take selfies with the comedians.
Ooh.
discounts on the merchandise that the comedians will have, and basically the best seat in the house, and front row to see the antics right up close. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Now that would be fun. Of course, are there any tables there? He's been known to jump on a table or two.
Well, the tables will be in the lobby, so if he can make
That's
it
a heck
from
of a jump.
That's a jump. That's a jump.
I don't know that that'll stop me from. I mean, the chairs have armrests on them, right?
They have armrests.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm still young enough. I can get up on them armrests, and, but yeah, I guarantee you, I will be out in the crowd.
She might be watching for you. Be careful.
Yeah, the stage. I get a little bit, claustrophobic, so I have to get off and get out there into the aisles and run around and meet the people up close and personal and have some fun. And it'll be a lot of people that I'll see that day running around Paris. Maybe some people I've already met because I was there a week.
Absolutely.
I was there a week ago scouting, so I'm looking forward to talking about local stuff and having some fun with everybody that I've met. Yeah.
That's right. Well, Kevin and I want a selfie, okay?
Oh, absolutely, sure.
We have to at least have that.
Kevin probably wants the selfie with Ellie and Mandy. They're
Possibly.
funny, but they're very beautiful too. Can I say that? Is that okay?
Of course you can say
woke,
that. Yeah.
Very, very, very lovely young ladies, and they're extremely funny too. Not that Will is, he's a piece of meat. Come on, and he's a hunk, So yeah, it's going to be a lot.
Calm down.
It's going to be fun. Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm calm.
Well, tell us a little bit more about the show.
Okay, well, the TV show Comic Invasion will be a syndicated television show that'll start airing in syndication all over the country in January. We've already filmed the pilot episode. This will be episode 3 that we're filming there in Paris. But basically, it answers the question, what would happen if 5 national trained comedians invaded small town America and kind of went out and mixed it up with the locals during the day? We go to all these places. We want to go to places in Paris that makes Paris special, right?
Ooh,
every small town has the square, and I gotta say, the square in Paris is impressive.
It is impressive.
It's very, very nice. It's very, very nice, and we're going to have a blast with all the locals' flavor. I mean, when I was there, I met LL. I met Tommy from Sweet Jordan's. I met Chloe. Chloe, who organized the arts and crafts around the square, in addition to, Rhonda put on a private concert for me right there at the Cape House.
That's right, she did, yes. She's very good.
She's got a lovely voice, and she can certainly tickle those ivories.
Yes, she is amazing.
Yeah, so we had a good time. But anyway, so we'll take segments that we film during the day, combined with the stand-up comedy that we do that night, and that's our 30-minute show. And there'll be a lot of stuff on the internet too, in addition to the television show. Segments will be airing on, YouTube and TikTok and all that stuff in the months to come. But it's going to be, the show is very, very funny. And Kevin got to watch a little sample of our pilot. Kevin, your director, there at your show, and he enjoyed it. So that gave me the energy to say, okay, I'm ready to go another, because it's a lot of work. So when you hear good things like Kevin had to say, it kind of motivates you to keep going. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, this is going to be such a fun weekend because the downtown square is just going to be packed. There's going to be so much going on, and then we're all going to go from there right over there.
It was
to the
fun.
Kreider.
It was fun when Jeff called because he's like, "What about coming to the Kreider Center?" And I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And he's, "Well, what goes on in Paris?" And I said, "Well, just let me tell you.
Yeah.
It's arts around the square, and there's this," and he'd get excited. And then I said, "Oh, and then there's the beard contest."
Oh yeah.
The best bicentennial beard.
I don't think he's winning that.
No, he's not winning that. But by the way, if you have a beard, show up at 10, and you can enter. And I bet they're going to have fun with that. And then I said, and then they're going to the cemetery. And he's like, "What?" So it's going to be a great day.
Let's go. Because like I said, Keith Morrison, the host of Dateline, he's a very creepy guy.
I love that guy.
I love Keith Morrison. So that's my Keith Morrison mug. So I'm all all the stuff at the cemetery, it just got me intrigued. I'm
Yes.
just giddy. I'm giddy as a little girl. I can't wait to hear the morbid and funny characters and all that stuff going on. But I want to say something in all seriousness. If it wasn't for Rhonda, we probably wouldn't be coming to Paris, because she has been like a producer on this show, this episode. As soon as I got her on the phone, man, I was like, we're definitely coming to Paris, because she was telling me about all the great things about the city that were going on that day. Plus, she was just so supportive of what we're trying to do and so excited and welcoming there about the K-Pac. I'm like, well, this is a no-brainer. Rhonda's going to make all this happen, and she has, and we're just looking to have a great weekend. But she's a great representative of the city of Paris.
She sure is, yes, and she wears very well many hats for us, so we're proud of that.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Well, I know that a night of fun and laughter is ahead, and we certainly wouldn't miss it. But tell us a little bit about the cities that you've already been in and you've shot already.
Well, we shot our pilot up here in Southern Illinois at a really nice old converted movie theater called the Granada. Oh. And we fell in love with the Granada. It's really a really cool old place. And so I said, well, let's do an episode right here, because I know so much about the history of Southern Illinois. So we went to where the last public execution in the state of Illinois was held, right in my hometown. Oh, Charlie Berger, who was kind of a gangster bootlegger, he hung right there in front of the whole town. Came out to see it. Yikes. And I told you about my sense of humor is a little bit dark, but anyway, so we went to the gallows, which they still have in the Franklin County jail, and we filmed some stuff there and had a lot of fun talking about public executions and the Charlie Berger. One of the jokes was one of the comedians said, his name's Charlie Berger, like Chuck Berger, like the beef man. I'm like, yeah, you can actually go to a cafe right across the street and order a Charlie Berger, and they execute the cow at your table. So,
Lord.
So, and then we went to, now a lot of people don't realize this about my hometown, is that the Beatles invasion, the British invasion, landed in Southern Illinois. George Harrison of the Beatles was the first one to come over, and he stayed in Southern Illinois because his sister was living here. I don't know what his sister was doing. Don't know what his sister was doing in Benton, Illinois. Maybe she lost a bet or something. I don't know, but they've got a billboard on the interstate, and it has George Harrison playing the guitar. It's a giant billboard. It's a cutout, like a pop-up. And it has the girls screaming and stuff. So we went out there, we put on Beatles wigs, and we did a whole segment out there on the interstate in front of that. And then we went to some other places that were, like there was a Cajun festival and some other cool places, and filmed. And we're filming Friday night, tomorrow. Tomorrow during the day, all day, we're going to be in Paducah, which is your neighbor to the north, right?
Yes.
We're going to stop in Metropolis, because we got to mess with Superman, right?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
So I've got Halloween costumes, superhero costumes for all the comedians to wear. We're going to go and we're going to fight crime in Metropolis.
Okay.
And then we're going to go right into Paducah. We're going to go down to the riverfront.
It's great there.
Yeah, we're going to Dippin' Dots. We're going to the Quilt Museum because,
wow.
Yeah, because down deep, we all remember when Grandma used to give you that quilt when you're like 10 years old. There's nothing in the world like sleeping under a quilt, and they have the National Quilt Museum.
Yes, they
do. They got them old biddies there. They got some attitude there. It's like, this is the National Quilt Museum. Don't mess with us. So anyway, we're going to have some fun, and then there's the Metropolitan Hotel, which I'm excited about, which was part of the Green Book, tradition of back in the 40s and 50s, where there was segregation, and all the greatest black performers in American history would stay at the Metropolitan when they were passing through, from Ray Charles, Louis Armstrong.
Man.
It's unbelievable the talent that they had there. So I get goosebumps thinking about we're going to be able to go and stand in those hallowed grounds there at Metropolitan.
Yeah.
And then we've got several other places we're stopping, and we're doing a show, at the Burrito After Dark. And so we're doing two shows at the Burrito After Dark there in Paducah, and then we get up bright and early, and we're headed south to Paris. and to join in the bicentennial. Yeah.
Wow, you're going to be out of breath. But I got to bring you back to the Beatles. That is so cool about George Harrison. You know, he was my favorite Beatle. Who was your favorite Beatle?
I guess Paul, because of the piano thing.
Oh,
you know.
there you go. Yeah. Well, George could play the piano too, you know.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I love Paul. But one of the jokes that we did about the Beatles was I said, he performed locally here in Southern Illinois. You can hear it if you listen to some of the songs. Let her be, let her be.
I don't think that was a Southern accent at all.
We all live in a yellow double wide. So
oh, dear Lord. Yeah.
we had some fun with the Beatles, but, you know, and the show was just a lot of fun. And it's, you know, if you're really super woke, you know, we're probably might offend you a little bit, but it's just all in good fun, and no one's going to get hurt. It's not too off color, but it's also not for kids. You know, it's like most stand-up comedy. The show is for adults, young adults, and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And but it's going to be it's a blast. This show is very unique, and it gives a look at, you know, kind of a rural America from a comedian's perspective. You know, which hasn't really been done. You know, there's been a lot of shows about comedians going places in the cities, you know, New York and Chicago, different cities, but not in the rural America.
Yes,
and so,
it's very true.
You know, that's where I'm from, and that's what I love. So this TV show is a dream come true for me.
Yes, absolutely. And it's really going to be a dream come true for us, too, because it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, I usually leave things like that, and my TMJ is so sore from laughing. It's like I have to go home and put ice packs on it. So we need that. In this crazy world, we need some laughter. We need some lighthearted fun. You know, so I'm really hoping that Henry County comes out and all of the people in Paris to support what y'all are doing. I think it's awesome what y'all are doing.
Thank you. We appreciate the support you and Kevin and Rhonda and Chloe and everybody has given us so far. And, you know, the radio station there, Lance and David have been great with us too.
Yeah.
And everybody we've met just kind of rallied around this, and it's all, you know, I told Rhonda, I said, there's yes people and there's no people in this world, right?
Yes.
And I've got no time for no people. I'm a yes person.
I'm yes
Rhonda's
all the
yes
time.
Person. Yeah. I've got no time for no people that like to say no, you know, and I'll be honest with you, we ran into a lot of no's up in Paducah. Right. We ran into quite a few no's in Paducah. It's a different
vibe. That's those
vibe,
Kentucky people, Kentucky, you know.
Yeah, you know, well, I asked a question in Kentucky. Last time I performed there in Paducah, I said, I got to ask you all something. I said, if a couple in Kentucky gets divorced, are they still legally brother and sister? So I was just, you know, I didn't get. So
well, you know, it's called Kentucky.
Kin.
They're all kin.
Yeah, so
that was good.
That was good.
I'm impressed.
I'm a natural, okay.
You know, but we really
coming out of my box.
I got to give this caveat because we did find some lovely people in Paducah that made the show happen. We had, you know, Polly at the River Heritage Museum there, and Nicole and at the Burrito After Dark, which is a new restaurant.
Burrito After Dark.
I'm gonna have to
the Burrito
check
After
this
Dark.
out.
Yeah, so they're hosting the show that tomorrow night, and so we found some really good people. But man, we had a lot of no's. We got a lot of no's because some people, it's just easier for them to say no than actually want to participate, want to, you know, do something, you know, different, something special. So, but the show in Paducah is going to be great. But I've got a feeling the Saturday in Paris is going to be very memorable. It's going to be really unique and a lot of fun. So.
And then where do you go after Paris? Because you guys are on a run there. So what's next?
We'll head to Cape Girardeau, another river city, right? Cape Girardeau, Missouri.
Oh,
and that same weekend, the third weekend, we're going to be on the wine trail, the Shawnee Hills Wine Trail, as well.
That sounds like fun.
We shoot 2 episodes. We'll take a weekend and we'll shoot 2 episodes. So we're going to be shooting at the Shawnee Hills Wine Trail during Vulture Fest in McCanda, Illinois.
Fest.
Yeah. McCanda, Illinois is the hippie capital of the world.
It is? Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I didn't know that.
So there's going to be a lot of hippies. and there'll be a lot of weird smells.
Got it.
Will be.
Weird like a skunk. Yeah.
Skunky.
You know what I'm talking
Skunky.
about.
Yeah.
Well, it's legal in Illinois, right? So
That's right. It sure is.
Skunks
that's
are
right.
legal.
And then
Yeah.
then we go over to Cape Girardeau. Cape Girardeau is a great comedy town. I've had so many amazing shows there in Cape Girardeau. So we'll be all over Cape, which is a cool little town, and then the Vulture Fest. We're looking forward to that. And then after that, we're heading over to Santa Claus, Indiana, for the Christmas show. Santa Claus, Indiana, which is going to be a blast. I'm a big kid. I'm a grown-up kid, right? So Christmas is everything. So we're looking forward to being in Santa Claus and Paoli, where they have the fake snow machines. They have the ski lodge up there where they make their own snow.
Oh, the ski lodge.
That's going to be in December. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah,
Well,
be a
you are
blast.
going to be busy.
I know.
I don't know when you're going to have time to sleep.
And this will
Sleeping's
all
overrated,
happen in
right?
January then.
Yes, the what are happening?
We begin releasing these in January, right?
Right?
Oh, right. Yes, that's right.
The plan.
January
plan.
of 2024. Yeah.
Right
So,
around the corner, the show will start. The show should start airing in January around the country in syndication, and then in September of 2024, we'll probably be on in most markets around the country by then. Yeah. So
oh my goodness.
that's all. Keep your fingers crossed. The business is not. It's not an easy business. Show business.
Oh, you did all four.
Is
We have
rough.
all four. I can do it too.
But,
I can sing.
we've gotten so much positive response because we sent it out to about 20 test stations around the country, especially in the markets right around here, to see what the program directors at local stations thought about it. And the response that we were getting was, "Well, will you come to our town and film? We want you to come to our town and do an episode."
Yes,
So
yes.
I guess that'll be the deal. Hey, if you'll sign us to your station, we'll bring the show live to your little town. So yeah.
Aw.
Very nice.
Well,
Yeah.
that's awesome. And here's the info again, the Comic Invasion, that's Saturday, September 30th at 7:30 at the Kreider Performing Arts Center. And definitely Rhonda will be unlocking the door and letting everybody in, making it happen, making it fun.
Hey, Rhonda, what time the doors open, Rhonda?
Doors open at 7.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good
Well,
thing I
you know
brought
what?
that up.
Well, we may. Oh, shoot! If you got a lot of people coming in to buy tickets, that's going to be a mad rush. If we've only got
Well-
30 minutes.
Oh,
But
that's true.
We
Yeah.
usually open an hour early, but Jeff Batts told me we should open the doors at 7.
Well,
So, you know.
I thought we were going to. I thought everybody would buy their tickets in advance. People were waiting, so we may maybe
But they
6:45.
can go to the Kreider and buy the tickets beforehand.
You can go to the
Yeah.
Paris Civic Center.
Oh, the Paris Civic Center. There you go.
But it
Okay,
will-
my
yeah.
bad. Let's get that right.
So there'll be tickets available at the Kreider that night.
Yes, that
And-
night.
And then like tomorrow and during the day Saturday at the Civic Center.
We will help you purchase tickets if you're not comfortable going online to make
Oh,
an
okay,
online
okay.
purchase. We
Right.
use a company, there's no physical ticket, there's no paper ticket, but we go ahead and sell that seat or sell that
Oh.
admission.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
We're going to get you in there. If you want to come to the show, we will get you in there.
We'll make it work. We will make it work.
I want to be there, so
Make it
I
happen,
need to
yeah.
get in there.
It's a beautiful theater. I'm sure everybody in Paris has probably been to the
Oh,
Kreider at
yes,
some point.
yes.
But if you haven't, it is a beautiful theater, and Rhonda and her crew do a wonderful job there, bringing in a lot of really great acts, and hopefully we can live up to
Yes, you do.
the standard that they've established. I think this show will be different maybe than the comedy they've had there before, but nevertheless, it's just going to be a lot of fun for everybody. They get to kind of see how the sausage is made, right? How the hot dog's made, how the TV shows work. We'll have probably have 4 cameras going in there, 4 TV cameras, and so it's going to be a lot of fun.
It
If you don't want
is.
to be on camera, that's okay. If you do, then we'll have you sign a little release. But it's all up to the individual. You just set back a little bit further, and we won't get you on camera. But people down front, we may get a few of them on camera. So yeah.
Well, very good. Well, we so look forward to it. And I think we've got the website right there, so anybody that wants to tune in, go to Comic Invasion TV.
.tv.
.tv.
Comicinvasion.tv.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. That's where you can click on the link there to get tickets to on Eventbrite. But most people probably in Paris, would probably just, be easier for them just to get them at the door or get them on Kreider Center's website. Yeah.
Right.
Or Facebook. Kreider has a really nice Facebook page too.
Yes, they do.
Kreider does, and you can click right through there and get right to the ticket box office right there too. Yeah.
That's right.
Very simple.
Awesome.
Very simple. Very simple. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being
Thank
with
you.
us tonight. We are so
Thank
grateful
you.
to have had this special time with you and get to know you a
Sure.
little bit. I look forward to seeing you in person.
Thanks for your support. See you
Yes,
Saturday.
absolutely. Okay. All right, drive careful.
Thanks, I will. Thanks.
Bye-bye. Wow, that was amazing.
It's going to
He
be a
is
great-
high energy.
He is high
and I love
energy.
that. Yeah.
Yes, we drove around town together one day, and the energy never faded. He doesn't fade.
That's a good thing.
keeps on
That's
ticking.
a good thing. Living his best life.
Yep, that's right.
Well, I want to just thank you so much for being here and helping me out with all that. And we'll be right back after this word from Treasure Finding Mini Mall. Yay! Here we go. Mini Mall open. Woo! And now, good stuff to know. So, let's see, September 28th is National Drink Beer Day. So, if you're a beer drinker, this is your day. And it's also National Strawberry Cream Pie Day. Wow, that sounds good. Not on my diet, not allowed to have it, but it does sound good. I might share a bite with Kevin. And it's also National Good Neighbor Day, and boy, I'm telling you, we're lucky. We have amazing neighbors in our neighborhood, too many to mention. And it's also National North Carolina Day. Wow, 12th state to enter the Union. Let's see, I couldn't read that. I couldn't even see it, sorry. So that's who they are. And then it's World Rabies Day. Oh my goodness. Yes, get your little friends all vaccinated and take care of them, because boy, you don't want that happening. Yikes. And I'm going to be introducing in just a moment Geri Boyd, but we've got this commercial first.
Are you struggling with your weight? Do you feel like your health is starting to fail and the fight is just too hard? Well, you're not alone. Many people are fighting the same battle every day. Some win battles, but few win the war. And why is it so hard to win? Because you're fighting against someone who knows you very well, someone who knows your weaknesses and your faults. And who is this enemy? It's you, it's me. That's where it's Me versus Me Life Change Challenge comes in. Hi, my name is Geri Boyd, and I would like to introduce you to a life change program that you can live with and love. What will it take for you to make the necessary changes to take your life back? You can either pay now or you can pay later. The choice is yours, but just know your life is worth it. Sign up to be a participant at itsMeVsMe.tv and take back your life today. As the old saying goes, just choosing changes nothing, but deciding changes everything. So why not be a part of a group of people who have chosen life and will receive much encouragement and direction throughout the journey. And I'm right there with you, as I've lost 22 pounds so far, and my household has lost 90 pounds, so we know the struggle is real. Through high-tech 3D body scanning, It's Me Versus Me can help take the guesswork out of your fitness and weight loss goals through periodic measurement of your progress. So if you're tired of being tired and watching the world go on without you, make the decision. If not now, then when? Log on to www.itsMeVsMe.tv to find out more on how to become a participant. Space is limited, so act fast. Remember, the struggle is real, so let's fight this battle together and be our best selves.
It's me versus me, the struggle is real. It's me versus me, the struggle is real.
I love that music. I love that song, and that's you.
I did.
You have just got an amazing voice, girl.
I thank you very much. It took me about 6 hours. Like, I need to come up with a jingle, and then I needed to come up with 2 minutes of jingle, and so I had to put together 2 minutes of jingle. So there you go.
I just love it. I heard it one time, and I said, "Man, that clicks. That is good stuff."
I go around and sing it, and when
bravo.
I come up to something that I need to really pay attention to, Me Versus Me.
Yes.
I didn't do too well at church last night, though.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Uh-oh.
And I'm not going to
This
Wednesday
is
night
this your
church.
confession?
Yeah, it is. I need therapy.
Okay, let me have it.
I ate pecan pie.
Oh, very
Not a
bad.
small piece, a big piece.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and
it's
so,
okay. It's okay.
yeah.
That is, forgive yourself right now because I'm forgiving you, and it's
Well,
okay.
I'm just gonna have to quit going to Wednesday night. It's like an alcoholic with a bar. I said I just have to quit going to Wednesday night service because we have all potluck and we have all.
Well,
fat
you know,
and
it's
stuff.
funny you would bring that up. Do you know that most of the people who go to church gain weight because of church, because people bring the pies and the cookies and the breads and the snacks, and
Yes.
yeah, it actually happened to me. I
yeah.
gained a lot of weight going to church.
It happens, and I mean, it's a lot of fun to be able to get together and
Yes, it is.
do all that, and it's a feel good moment. It's a feel good time,
is.
but I can't stop.
Yes.
So
The struggle is
the struggle
very
is
real.
very real for me
Very real.
on Wednesday night at potluck at church. So I am confessing that I went to bed last night depressed.
Aw,
But
not
that-
anymore.
but-
You're forgiven, and we're moving forward.
Thank you. But
There you
that's
go.
what It's Me Versus Me Life Challenge is all about.
That's right.
Because life
That's right.
happens.
Life happens in the midst of all this dieting.
yeah.
And you know, I can certainly feel your pain
Yes, you
because
can.
I have lost 65 pounds.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, you
And
really do.
I haven't had too much trouble at all. I went on vacation and I gained 1 pound.
That's really fantastic. That you
It
gained
was.
just 1 pound.
I told
Wow.
Kevin, I said, I've changed my way and how I eat,
Yep.
and I'm on almost the 300-day struggle. So I am completely looking at things from a different perspective. It's a new dynamic. I don't go after what I used to go after. And you know, I can honestly say the pies don't tempt me.
I'm going to say that someday.
But yes, that's right. But you know why they don't tempt me?
Uh-uh.
Because the bread tempts me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the bread.
We each have our own little
Yeah.
temptation point, and we have to learn to manage that. And we did go to dinner many times, and lunches, and even breakfast, you know, where, you know, my favorite is Eggs Benedict.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and of course we can't have those here, so it's so nice to have those, so I had to have those every morning. And so...
Well, just 1 pound. That's really fantastic.
1 pound, yeah, because you just watch what you eat, and then you go right back on your diet. You don't say, oh, I've had this, now let me just fall off the edge.
Yep.
You just have one thing and go right straight back. So, you know, yeah, tell me about It's Me Versus Me. And I know that it's The 6 must-know reasons why 90% fail at weight loss is what you had wanted to talk about a little bit. So
I did a little
let's get
poll
into
to
that.
find out what makes people, and me included, what makes us not be able to continue not only our weight loss. I don't even want to talk about weight loss for what we're doing. Some people just want to get fit. Some people just want to tone up.
Right.
Some people are like, I'm 62 pounds and I'm flab. Well, I need to do something about that.
Right.
So it's not only about diet and stuff, but it's also about fitness and health conscious stuff. So that's really what we're talking about. But the 6 reasons, and I did like a little poll to find out what stops us from getting to our goals and what keeps us from being successful.
Okay.
And so I'm going to start with number 6, and I'm going to go through the first 3 right here.
Okay.
And then as we start showing our progress in October, when we start our journey, our series, a 16-week series, and I do need 8 participants to do that, and I'm 5 participants short. So if anybody would like to be able to be involved. We have that. We're using our Staiku, which is a 3D image that takes an image of your body, and then you have a start, you have a middle, and you have an end that comes with that. That Staiku is amazing because you get to see what your body looks like, and the first thing you want to say is, "Oh, that is really gross." Okay, that's the first thing. That's the first thing you want to say. No, I didn't know I looked that bad. And so that's what the life changing. And we don't call it a diet anymore at my house. We call it life change.
Yes, it is a life change.
And so we cumulatively have lost 110 now in my home.
Good for you.
And so I'm at the 30-pound mark. And
Good.
Jerry and Tammy, they're both in wheelchairs right now, but we bought these gym chairs that we're using at home. We can sit in a chair and we can work our legs and we can work our arms and do all that stuff because they're both in wheelchairs, so we just have to do what we can. But they're doing great. They're doing great. Their weight loss. They're actually lost a little bit more than I have. So, but the number 6 reason why we don't succeed is because we say we don't have time.
Right.
We don't have time to do diet. We don't have time to do, life change. We don't have time to do any of that. So, I've thought about that many times. I'll say, well, I'll call home and I say, hey, I'll just go through McDonald's or I'll go through Subway and I'll get us something.
No.
Well, that's back then, so we'll talk about it as what most people do.
That is what a lot of people do.
Hey, I'm going to bring home a pizza. It's very fast and it feels affordable because it's $5 or $6. It really makes fattening food affordable, to say the least.
Yes.
Except for when it comes to the meals at McDonald's and stuff, those are not affordable anymore. You just pay nearly $10.
That's right.
$10 to $12 just for a hamburger and French fry.
It's not real food and it's not real cheap.
That's right. It's not cheap. It used to be cheap. Even the dollar menu isn't $1 anymore. I used to live off the dollar menu. But what we've learned in our home is we get online and we do Walmart online, and that way we don't be tempted when we go through all the stuff that we don't need.
Right.
That saves us a huge amount of time. So then we put in our order and we go pick it up. We just open our trunk and let them dump it in. It's the most fabulous thing ever. I'm not pushing Walmart or Kroger or anything like that.
Yeah.
But what you do is you sit and you dissect, what do we need? We need this many eggs. We need this many we use the solo bread, which is very okay for our life change. What kind of yogurt are we getting? Greek yogurt are we getting this time? And so we never buy anything we're not don't need to have.
Right.
And we never go down the aisles and say, oh man, I would love to have a Snickers bar right now. And don't go to Casey's because they're like everywhere.
Yeah.
Casey's that's it. But and we think it's going to save us time. So we drive to Walmart. We go to McDonald's or Burger King, whatever. We sit in the line for 5 to 7 minutes, and we think it's going to save us time. By the time I get home and I cut up a squash and I throw it in the microwave for 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and then I have these little things that we cook that we've learned that are good for us, but very pretty cheap, and they're fast. 6 minutes, all it takes. So, and if we have time to really cook something and we have that moment, we're really busy, then we do fresh chicken and whatever, so whatever that is. But we're talking, you sit in the line, and some people, 5 to 7 minutes sometimes in the McDonald's, line. And so you think you're saving time by not doing a life challenge and a life change.
Right.
And so we have figured out that we actually save a lot of time, and we get to sit down and eat a meal. That's really very much of a plus. Number 5 is cost. Yes. And we think that we were saving a lot of money by eating on the dollar menu. Well, our thing was, we would get an Egg McMuffin and a sausage and biscuit and stuff from a fast food, and we would eat it. But what we have figured out, and I have done a meal, a cost effective of what we do. This morning, our breakfast cost $2 a piece. There's 3 of us, so that's $6. So it's $2 for me. For what I have spent to eat today, $2 for lunch, $2 for breakfast, and $4 for supper. That's what it cost me, $8 today to eat. So when we think about cost, and we think about time, my time, it didn't take anything to make lunch or supper, maybe 10 minutes at the most. That's how long you sit in the line. And then on top of that, we have learned how to eat cheap. And we eat very well, as a matter of fact. You buy a bag of apples and a Greek yogurt. We have that for dessert. That's what we eat, Greek yogurt, and we eat an apple. And I'd rather have that than ice cream anymore. And ice cream is my downfall.
Yes.
So we think that cost is going to, so excuse number 6 is time. Excuse number 5 would be cost. And then number 4 is procrastination.
Right.
And so some of the models that we have for, MeVsMe is either pay now or later.
That's right.
So my mom and dad asked me, what does that mean, either pay now or later? And I said, well, that means you can either pay for your health now while you're healthy, or you can pay for your health later when you can't get it back.
Yes, that's true.
So when you think about how much money people spend on their health care,
that's right,
millions and millions of dollars, if there was a way that and those certain people would, if they could go back, they would go back.
Yes.
And you always say, if I'd have known I was going to live this long, I'd have taken better care of my teeth. I'd have taken better care of my skin. I'd have taken better care of my body. I'd have taken better care of my joints. I would have taken better care of my feet.
That's right.
I would have taken care of my diabetes. I would have taken care of my high blood pressure and my cholesterol, and I would have taken care of that smoking problem I had. My lungs now, I can't breathe. I've got to have oxygen. I have to have, breathing treatments, things like that. So when we talk about MeVsMe, it's not just going to be about weight loss.
Right.
It's going to be about health itself. Being an RN and a paramedic that I am,
right,
I know about this stuff because I deal with people that are sick and can never get out of the bed again, can never get out, can never go kayaking, can never go camping, can never go play tennis, can never do a lot of things that they used to do, can't work.
Right.
So what I would like to do is see people who are there, who are like that, to see what we can do to make their lives as good as possible, and create a way of making their health, that they are having their health that they do have left, the good health, to bring that up a notch. See what we can do about being stiff and not being able to move, and not being able to get up out of a chair, things like that. So some of the things that we're going to be doing are going to be movement and mobility and stretches and things that actually people can do to make their lives better. Since I have started on this journey in June, I have been building shelves with I've been doing cinder blocks. Like I bought 160 cinder blocks just the other day, and I bought 60 the other day, and so I'm building shelves, and I'm picking these cinder blocks up and I'm putting them on top, and then I'm putting them way up here, and I haven't been able to do that in years. I mean, in years. It had gone to a point where I couldn't, like we talked about, can't even get up the stairs.
Right.
Now I've got 2 people in wheelchairs at home that I'm pushing uphill,
Oh my
up
goodness,
a ramp,
you sure are.
and down a ramp, and,
Yeah.
over, and around here, you know. And I said it'd be pretty bad if we have to all 3 go in the same
See,
car.
you prayed for something that would help you.
Help
and
me.
Look.
Yeah, well, I didn't pray that. No,
of course
actually,
not.
they're doing great.
They're
They're
good.
doing what
Yeah.
they can do, and they're doing fantastic.
They are doing
they're
good.
fabulous.
Yes.
And Tammy just started walking on her little foot that she got surgery on. Geri doesn't
Yeah.
have a leg yet. She got an amputation. I don't know
Yes.
if a lot of people might not know that.
Yeah.
So we still don't have a leg for her yet.
Oh,
And,
it's coming.
It's coming one of these days.
That's
so number 6 would be time. Number 5 would be cost. And number 4 is procrastination. Another thing we say, if either pay now or later. If not now, when?
When?
You keep thinking that you're going to have time. And I'll tell you what, when you get a diagnosis that is you've got cancer, or you've got COPD, or you've got diabetes, or you have high cholesterol, or you've got blockages in your heart, or you've got all these things, and you can kick yourself all over the place because you have not done what you needed to do to stop the process,
prevent that,
to
right.
prevent it.
Prevention is key.
And then at one point in time, you're not going to be able to fix it.
Right.
So we
very
have to
true.
be responsible for our own health and decide, and that's the big thing, is we're worth it.
That's right.
Because we don't feel that we're worth it a lot of times because we're just doing our thing. We're going to work. We're doing the motions. We're doing all that. We're doing our life. We're doing our kids. We're doing our moms and our dads and our families and our friends and everything. But we don't give ourselves the same
That's right.
purpose that we give everybody else, and that's really a shame that we do it. And then there's no replay and there's no rewind in our lives.
Yeah.
We got one try.
Yeah.
We got one turn. If we live 70 years, we got 70 Christmases and 70 summers and 70 winters.
Sunsets.
Only
Sunrises.
70.
Yeah.
Only 70.
Yeah.
And 70 Thanksgivings and 70 everything. So when you think about that, that's huge because there's really not a whole lot of time to wait.
It sure is
and
huge.
not a whole lot of time to waste 70. Now, some people live past 70, but you know what? You look in the PI now, you see a lot of people dying in their 40s and their 50s.
I know, it's
and their
very bad.
60s.
That's
and
right.
I'm 60. You're fixing to be, you're 60. What are you now?
71.
You're
I'll
71.
be 72.
You're so fabulous. I can't even believe you're 71. Wow. You're my hero. I'm going to look as good as you when I'm 71.
You will.
But
I'm
you know
sure you
what?
will.
I went to the cemetery one time with somebody that passed away. I don't remember who it was now. And I was looking at the tombstones. This has been about, 6 or 7 years ago. And I went through and I thought, well, I know that person, and I know that person, and I know that person. And they were all in their 50s. It was weird. It was nearly the same age as I was. Well, it was the same age as I was.
I don't think that
I was in the
generation
50s.
coming in, they were the add water and stir, and we were able to eat whatever we wanted. It wasn't really that expensive, and it was so bad for us, it wasn't even real food. It was loaded with chemicals, and it tasted good because the chemicals were, amalgamation of just really great flavors. And so we spoiled ourselves. And we overate. The Super Size Me generation also came into play.
It sure did.
And the fast food.
Yep.
Get it quick, get it now. The add water and stir, like I said. And that's what made Americans fat. And they just kept eating and eating. And even though they were going from a size 5 to a size 8 to a size 10 and 12 and then into their 20s, it was easy. And by then, they were flavor bound instead of health bound. And I think that's our biggest issue.
Yep. Yeah, I do agree with that 100%. And so we got number 6, time, number 5, cost, and then procrastination. And then number 3 is our impatience. and we're going to cover the next 3 in our show. But we're going to cover but each one of these we're going to kind of dive into a little bit, a lot more in depth. The procrastination, impatience, fear is a big deal, self-sabotage.
Right.
And then we call it the right diet for the right person. So everything that you do might not work for me because of my lifestyle, how fast I move, things I do, my accessibility to the things that you have versus what I have. If your body chemistry is not made for this, but it might made for that. And so we are going to, on It's Me Versus Me, we're going to go into it with not a diet thing, but we're going to cover fad diets. We're going to cover how they work, how they don't, what's the good points, what's the bad points, and then we're really going to cover on how to do this as a life change and to be healthy.
Yes.
And the lowest cost that we can, the least amount of time, because we are very much got to have it now and got to do it now.
Yes.
My biggest thing that I say all day long is I'm running out of daylight. I'm running out of daylight. I'm running out of daylight.
It happens
and when
so
I get up
fast
in the
anymore.
morning, I'm running out of daylight. Tammy says, "What do you got to do today?" I said, "Tammy, I'm already running out of daylight." And she didn't understand. I said, "You don't get it. I got to go to the dentist. I got to take Geri therapy. And I got to talk to Kevin. And then I got to do the show." And I said, "Then I got to clean the shop out. And I got these guys coming to do this." And I said, "I'm running out of daylight." So what it is, we're running out of daylight. Some people have the ability to heat something up, and I don't. But we do take the time to really make sure that we try to eat as healthy, except when we go to church on Wednesday night, and you got to stop doing that. So anyway, the right diet for the right person. So in our show, we're going to be able to eat, I'm going to take one kind of fad diet a week and just kind of do some education on it.
Yes.
In our show, we're going to go over some equipment that's very cheap that you can do at home, where you don't have to spend a fortune. You don't have to even go to the gym. Now in the show also, I'm going to be helping people figure out what gym is the best for them. I've got somebody that is going to be part of our show that has bought a membership and doesn't go at all because she's intimidated. And I know how that feels because I'm intimidated at gyms too. So what we can do is take the time to go over the equipment, how to use it, and then we're going to have some group with the people that are involved, that are participants. We're going to be doing group workout times and things like that are group. We're going to try to do some walking marathons.
Right.
And I've got to figure out how to do all that because I am not the PR person. I'm not Kathy Ray. She's amazing, and she can put anything together. So I might call her and say, "Hey, you want to help me with this one?" She's fabulous. And
That's right.
Yeah. So we're gonna go over the next 3, the number 1, number 2, and number 3 when we start our show. But again, like I said, we're gonna go over a lot of this as well.
Good. I think that's awesome.
So
how do you become a participant then?
well, you go to MeVsMe.tv, and I guess I should say www.MeVsMe.tv, and you can, it's MeVsMe.tv, and you can, or either one of those, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
You don't have to put the it's, you can put the Me versus Me, or you can put the it's Me versus Me, it doesn't matter. And go online and then fill out your papers, and let me know that you're interested in getting fit, losing weight, just being able to move and to be able to get up out of the bed easier.
Right.
And this is no quick fix though. What we will learn how to do is to start out easy with bands and some just stretches and things. Right. But I am so thankful to the Lord that I did not wait too long to start this. I think that I have really waited too long, but not really. By my labs look good. So and my my body scan looks good. So I'm thankful for that, and I really wish. And I've been trying to do this for years, and I haven't been able to succeed. And I am glad.
Well, it truly is about making the decision. It's a decision that you actually make, and I do believe you've made that. And I can see that you are helping a lot of people to just coming on and sharing. And I hope that 5 more people will come forward, so that the most important thing is your health and the time that you have with your loved ones. And it is really, there's so much to say about this, because nothing is more important than being able to live your life and be able to walk and move and go out and do things. You don't want to just grow old and sit in a rocking chair.
Right.
I mean, you want to be able to grow older gracefully and as good as you can. And I've made that a decision, and I believe that once we really get a hold of that, we can do anything we want. And I just lost my little earplug. It just
Well, I want to say this, because we're constantly doing for our families and trying to make things the best for them.
Right.
But what would the best thing be for you to give them the gift of health?
That's right.
And to give them long life, to give them the ability to have you for longer and longer and longer. And if you really do care about your family, you can work all you want to do, and you can wash their clothes and take them to soccer and all that stuff. But what are you really doing to stick around?
Right.
To stay here and be a part of their life, where they don't have to feel that pain of losing you before your time.
The wedding,
and
or the grandchildren,
and all these
whatever.
important
Things in life.
That's
milestones.
right. That's right. So please contact me. We're going to be starting in October, and it's going to be amazing. And you get the Staiku, you get the 3D image of your body. You don't have to show it to anybody. And once I do the 3D, it gives you all your measurements, and then I email it straight to you. You have all of that. And each time you do it, you'll do it at the beginning, then we'll do it in the middle, and we'll do it in the end, and then it layers, and you see exactly how much you've lost and where you need to do sit-ups, or where you need to work out your bottom area or whatever. So, so thank you for having me
it's
today.
been so wonderful having you on.
Yeah, it's exciting. Well, thank you, and
Yes.
can't wait to see who's going to be on board with us, and we're excited.
And this is where you follow the show, right here at facebook.com. It's, I think that's a / there. It's MeVsMe show.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
MeVsMe show on Facebook. So,
Great.
so
So
follow
join
that.
up.
Yeah,
Yes,
join up, and
join
that way
up.
you'll know exactly when it's coming, when we're starting, what we're doing, and when we're going to have. Actually, we'll have public things where we can go ahead and for the walk-in, we could have more than just the participants. We could have people that really want to do that. So.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much,
Thank you.
Geri. Thank you for being here and, beating yourself at your own game. You got to face the music and make it happen, huh?
That's right.
And hang around
Sure.
just for me a little bit.
Yeah.
But as we wrap up and end tonight's broadcast, I do want to remind everyone to tune in every Monday to the Tennessee Informer with Dave Vance to stay up to date on all the goings-on in Tennessee politics, because Dave always has interesting and notable guests discussing topics that are important to every single one of us citizens here in Tennessee. And that's every Monday at 7 p.m. Log on to tninformer.com to learn more. And that's it for today's show. Thank you again to our wonderful guests this evening, Rhonda and Jeff, and you. Thank you so much, Geri. And it was such a pleasure to have everybody on tonight. And I hope that everybody will join in with Geri. I hope she can get those 5 people, maybe 10 actually. So make plans to go see Comic Invasion this Saturday night at 7:30 at the Kreider Performing Arts Center. And these great comedians will all be filmed on the Comic Invasion, which will premiere in January of 2024. So show up to support Paris and Henry County and enjoy a great night of comedy. Get tickets at KreiderPAC.com for either $18 admission or $25. And join us again next week. Same day, same time. And please be sure to like and follow and subscribe us on Facebook. Yep. And that's it for us tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You want to say this with me?
Sure.
Have a good day, Paris. Bye now.